Hi. So a lot of people are asking why did I choose Canada? Because why not? Canada's a very huge country and who doesn't want to migrate here, 'di ba? Ganda kaya ni Canada kasi nandito lahat, four seasons. But still you have spring, summer and fall. There's always bright side, 'di ba? Look at these flowers. Ngayon lang sila nag-bloom. Akala ko tapos na yung spring. But still umuulan pa rin. And you know, Canadians are very polite, very kind. Tapos, alam mo yung pinapauna ka nila lagi kasi of course they avoid accidents. Yung mga ganon. Oh, you first. Sabi ko, no, I'm good. You can go first. Chose Canada. Since 2017, pangarap ko na mag-Canada. Hindi siya naaayon sa oras. Still, nagbi-build pa ako sa career ko as HR, human resource. I started working as a receptionist. Tapos, yun, nag-training, upgrade ng skill until I landed or I was promoted as a job offer coordinator. I was doing the job for like an interim, like para siyang internship pero the same like job description but different pay. Nag-work from home although I enjoyed my job really much kasi nasa bahay lang. My employer is really supportive of the employees, especially yung mga nasa corporate. So, nung time na yon, I applied for the permanent position of job offer coordinator role, which is recruitment specialist 2. Like recruitment senior specialist, mga ganon. And yung time na yon, I think before COVID ba yun? Or during COVID time. So, nag-work from home ako and then I feel so stuck. Kasi parang ba't ganun? Parang, I mean, feel mo yung job mo is secured, but then you still feel like nandun ka lang. Like, hindi ka gumagalaw. Pero maganda yung job, alam mo yun, very confusing. What if ituloy ko ulit? Diba? So, yun. One time, I have like a friend, tapos bigla siya nag-chat sa akin. Sabi niya sa akin, she's gonna buy some like coats for me because that's what my business is. Buy ako ng 3 coat kasi I'm gonna use it in Canada. So sabi ko, Sabi ko, you're going to Canada already? Tapos sabi niya, yes ate. And then for the span of like less than a month, her application was approved. Sabi ko, amazing. Tapos yun, binigyan niya ako ng contact number ng agency who helped her. There's no harm in trying, mag-inquire lang what if, diba? Kasi Canada is always my what if. Hindi ko tinry. Probably nasa Pilipinas pa rin ako, and then the same job, the same company, and you know, minsan kasi nafe-feel natin na we are stuck in one place, in one job. Like, although alam mo yung mahal mo yung job mo, pero still minsan nafe-feel mo na parang isa ka, parang alam mo yun, ganun. So I tried inquiring dun sa agency, and then they gave me an option, anong school, what to study, magkano lahat ng expenses from like airfare to your like everyday living expenses, your food, your rental, the tuition fee that I have to pay for the school, the deposit. It's not just like 100,000 pesos. It's like almost 1,000,000 or more than 1,000,000 peso that you need to, alam mo yun, produce. I wanna go to Canada, and you know, alam mo yun, parang kailangan ko ng support from someone na pwede akong yun, supportan for my expenses. But luckily, I got support from my parents. Hindi ko alam, siguro they think that, yun nga, pangarap ko is to go to Canada. Like, never naging option ko to go to any other country. Pero si Canada talaga yung napupusuan ko. Kasi alam ko naman alam ko yung weather, alam ko yung kasi napag-aralan ko, alam mo yun, nagsa-search ako, alam ko sa yung magagandang places. And then I think with a span of like 3 months, nag-aaral siya sa Canada, and then I asked her how much she like paid for the tuition fees and everything. So, na-approve ako, and then by that time, I was already working as permanent job offer recruitment coordinator. And sad to say, I have to resign kasi nga my application was approved on July 14, at tapos yung school is mag-start siya ng September, I think around September 2021. So I submitted my resignation. I didn't tell anyone, manager ko, and I said, please huwag mo munang sabihin kahit kanino kasi I don't wanna be emotional leaving the company. It was very emotional kasi yung iba nalaman nila na magre-resign ako siguro maybe days before I resign. So wala talagang proper like farewell. Kasi nga, I've been with the company for almost 10 years. Dumaan, nung naging reception ako, yung iba dumaan pa sa kamay ko yung mga resumes nila. So, I really feel so sad. But I'm excited. So, yun. Nalaman nila nung, paalis na ako, like days before na ako mag-resign. Kasi I have to pack my things, I have to prepare everything, alam mo yun, for Canada ako. And on that day na na-approve yung application ko, that's the day when my husband, yung contract niya, umalis siya from Philippines. Tapos inihatid namin siya sa airport kasi magka-quarantine pa siya sa Manila that time. Tapos super bilis ng pangyayari. At ayun, nakarating ako ng Canada. Ayun, so to cut the long story short, I was able to get like a letter of acceptance from one of the school here in Thunder Bay, Ontario, which is the Confederation College. It's really not like a big school or college kasi hindi naman siya university. And I know that this school is a designated learning institution, which is kasama siya doon sa postgraduate work permit na ina-accept. Yan. So, nung nakarating ako ng Canada, tumira ako to one of like a Filipino house owned by a Filipino. Tapos yung mga nakilala din ako mga Filipino, so which is great kasi alam mo yun, maganda rin na may mga connections ka ng Filipino, so Filipino community. Kasi nga, Thunder Bay is a really, not really small, but it's a growing community or town. At the same time, yung previous manager ko, I'm very lucky kasi yung school niya and the school that I'm attending to is the same. And the same program kami. So, alam mo yun. Tapos yun, to make it short, I graduated Human Resource Program for a year. Ito is parang madami na siyang, hindi na siya like sa recruitment, but for like laws, mga ganon. Tapos, yun, lahat ng mga legislation, mga cases about previous, yung mga cases about employees, employer, yun yung mga it's about recruitment. But still, this is Canada. Sometimes we have to beat them na konti lang yung nag-aaral ng human resource that time. And then I got like part-time jobs. Yung mga part-time ko talaga hindi related sa previous job ko. Until I landed a job as a personal support worker. I'm lucky kasi hindi siya minimum wage. It's really above minimum wage. I mean, on my second semester of human resource program, sabi ko parang wala akong makikitang job as a human resource dito sa Thunder Bay kasi maliit na town lang siya. Till like one of my classmates was saying, let's do personal support worker, even though I'm already working as personal support worker, but the company that I'm aiming or targeting to work to get a full-time job really needs a certificate of personal support worker. So sabi ko, ito na lang kaya ang kunin kong another program. So grabe yung pag-work ko ng time na yun kasi halos 16 hours because we can work as much as like more than 24 hours or more than 20 hours that time, because I think the policy was lifted for unlimited working hours for the students because of COVID, I think. So luckily I saved a lot of money to like enroll to the second program, which I didn't planned before because I was thinking I'll do only one job, or I mean one program, and then I'll apply for PR. And I don't think that's a good idea because yung time limit as 1 year program is not enough to gain a work experience to apply for PR. When I landed when I finished my personal support worker program, luckily I got a full-time job, and this full-time job, they support our the rural northern immigration pilot program. So ayun, luckily I got a full-time job as a personal support worker, and then I think wala pang 1 year naka-apply ako ng permanent residency, which is very lucky ako kasi that's the pinaka-last na RNIP program. So anong nangyari, naka full-time job ako, and then when I applied for the rural, I'm gonna explain this to another video, how I became a personal support worker and how I became permanent resident here in Canada. So another vlog ko na lang yan i-discuss because I'm only talking about why I wanted to come in Canada. So right now, meron ako nakitang small restaurant. I'm walking around the town where there's less people. I think papasok muna ako dito sa restaurant, The Sal. I'm gonna buy this one. I think, I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy fish and chips because I was craving for this since like last week. Ang dami nito. So I got fish and chips. I think this is good for 2 person. I'll take a video of this. Mukbang. Mukbang na naman. Lagi ka naman si mukbang. Sayang yung microphone ko na lobat. Hindi ko may ASMR.
Good over here. How's everything going for you? Good?
Good, yeah, thank you. Dila ko yan imong pagkaon. Sorry, Bisaya. Masarap yung mag-soft drinks, pero no. I finished one fish already. I don't know if I can finish this. I can't finish this because this is too heavy. So I'm just gonna finish the coleslaw. Even sa grocery, ikaw dapat ang nagpapak. Ayan. Tapos, minsan ako, Play-Doh. I'm gonna go to the counter and then pay them, and then I'll walk around. Ayan. Okay. Ay, naman ako kanina. Pero, Guys, now nabusog ako. You know, part of my vlog na rin. So, I think I'm gonna go back to where I walked earlier. So, yeah. I'll switch the camera. Yung passenger plane. Ibang plane siya. Wala siyang stop sign. You have to wait till the road is clear. So, I have a takeout for my husband. Ganito ang pathway dito. So, the road is super safe. So, I don't know how many steps I had already, but yun. Kaso, kinainan ng fries and, fish and chips. Whew. Today is very hot, scorching. Like very hot, hot, hot. And I think even sa other parts of Canada is also like more than 30 degrees every day. Kasi during winter, makakapag-walking ka but not exactly the same as summer. Kaya as much as possible, I maximize myself to walk around anywhere. Kasi naghahanap ako ng kasama kasi yung husband ko is working. So, at least 2 hours in a day, nag-walk ako. While walking, of course, I have my headphone or headset or earbuds, whatever you call it. Tapos, nakikinig lang ako ng any song. Ayun, I think that's one of like gawain ng mga Canadians dito, walking and running kapag maganda yung weather. Don't care if mangitim ako or hindi maging even yung skin tone ko, as long as nakalabas ako, fresh air. Oh my god, it's crazy pag winter. Laging ice lang lahat ng makikita mo. Although, super amazing pa rin naman ng ice. Most of the time, when I walk, lagi akong nakaka more than 10k steps. Walk and run yan. Pero most of the time, walk lang. Kasi madali ako mapagod. So, kaya kapag nag-walking ako, hindi ako uminom ng tubig masyado kasi I don't wanna go to any washroom. Ayaw ko maihi. Pagdating ko na lang ako iinom ng water. Init. I think I'm gonna end my video kasi medyo mahaba na yung video ko kanina pa, and I'm tired and my feet hurts already. So I don't know how many steps I made today, and I think it's probably more than 7,000. Yun ang pagkakaalam ko. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy watching my videos. Oops. There I am. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.